make yourself a political judge, you will be treated as a political judge. What it means is that when you become a partisan, when you become very partisan as a judge, remember that your tenure of office as a judge will run with the political party that you favor. Let that be very, very clear, because political power is very transient. Positions are not possessions. So people will come, people will go. Remember, His Excellency George Rawlings, when he was full of power and they asked him, will you be ready to hand over power? He said, to hand over power to whom? Because when you are full of power, you forget that there are even alternatives. I remember when Kufuor came to power, they said by the time they finished with NDC, after 8 years, there will be no political power known as NDC. It shocked him when Mills became president of the Republic of Ghana. So the current regime must be mindful of our political history and know that the power they hold today, tomorrow they may not have that power. So whatever they use that power for today, they must be mindful, because Udria Ababonia Ebi Ebekawano. So if you are a judge, your fidelity is to the Constitution of Ghana and to the laws of Ghana. If you allow yourself to be used as a political judge so that you can do the bidding of a ruling government, be warned. Be warned, because we are looking at you. We are watching closely at you. And in the event that there is a change in power, every political judge will be fished out. Every political judge will be dealt with politically. So please, be with the law. Let us do our politics. Do your law. But if you use the law to intimidate us, remember that we are here as representatives of the people. We are holding the people's power. It is the same people who endorse the Constitution that allows you to be a judge. So if you are a judge, be a judge. Don't be a political judge. If you're a political judge, when your political power loses office, you will also lose your office. Thank you very much. Whatever they use that power for.
This morning, we are here on a peace mission, very peaceful. We have come, as I have introduced ourselves, as heads of churches of the various associations and groupings in Ghana. Our history has it that the church has played a very significant role in our development and in the welfare of our people. So as major stakeholders, when things become of concern, we are all to take it up and see how best we can find answers and resolutions to it, so that at the end of the day, what we preach and what governance is all about can be achieved, all to the glory of God. Getting to the last quarter of last year, we all experienced what our country has never experienced before, maybe from the very beginning, from the very first month, when we had our parliament, as it is now. As you rightly mentioned, whether we have a minority or we have a majority, but the hang parliament. When it came to the hilt, when they were about closing with the introduction of the budget and the year levy and what went on the last but one day of Parliament, where there were exchanges resulting in some fights and all that. And the churches or the Christian bodies became alarmed and said, we will not sit, but we want to take a very bold step in seeing how best together we can find solution to it. So we have made various approaches. We have met the Minister of Finance, we have met the majority in Parliament, the head, we've met some members of the minority. We also met the Minister of Finance again for discussions. Then our last meeting was with the President of the nation. When we also had a very fruitful interaction with the Speaker of the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament. And we saying that there are other major stakeholders for whom we need to also make approaches and see how best we can find answers to what is happening to us. Looking at all the circumstances and the conditions around us, especially what is happening in our sub-region, not only looking at what is happening here in our country, but what is even around our sub-region. And it became very necessary at our meeting that the series of interventions and interactions, we cannot leave His Excellency, the former president, behind, but to also make a move to see him and see how best we can all have discussions and look at what is happening to us in our country, and if there is a way out by which we can all look at it and come to a resolution.
To get a detail of, what our concerns are, you will understand the viewpoint from which we are coming. But I do think that this meeting is timely, and it's good to hear from all sides. And I'm sure that by the time you have heard what we have to say, you realize that the problem is much deeper than you think. And that's why I brought some of the MPs here. That fight was a fight for democracy. There's no way a speaker can sit in the chair, relinquish the chair, let somebody else come and sit in it, and take a vote in something that he has presided over. The Constitution is clear. You take a voice vote, ayes or nays. If somebody challenges it, it means that we don't agree with your choice. So you, the speaker, must sit in the chair and do a division. And then you say, I've done the division, the accounting. I'm now going to get out of the chair and let the second deputy speaker who has voted come and sit in so that I can also go and vote. Our Constitution doesn't allow that. And it was felt that our MPs should sit timidly and let them pass this unconstitutionality. It won't happen. And so, yes, I'm happy that that rowdy scene has woken your consciences that you must intervene, because there's a lot that is happening in this country that if we don't intervene, it would upset our democracy. The Fourth Republic has been the most enduring, and we must protect it. And all of us must stand up and protect it. Dialogue is not just the only issue. Dialogue comes from the ruling party. We are in opposition. We have nothing. If the ruling party says, come and dialogue, of course, we'll come and we'll sit and dialogue. If you're bringing something like e-levy, why was there no dialogue before you introduce it in Parliament? It's only after you introduce it and there's a pushback, then you say, come and let's dialogue. But you go and set your 1.75% and then you bring it and say, because there's a pushback, the country is pushing back, the minority is pushing back, then you say, okay, let's dialogue. Okay, I'll give you 1.5. It's like we're negotiating in Makola. E-levy is not the problem. E-levy is a symptom of what has gone on for the last 4 years. Government feels that it can ride roughshod over everybody, take its own decisions, bring anything into Parliament, do whatever it likes, pass any, decisions that it wants without dialoguing. After all, we're 169. And so the current 137 is a withdrawal symptom. And so government has to climb down from its high horse and realize that the people of Ghana have been tired of that tyrannical, dictatorial majority rule that they have carried out. Without consensus building, without dialogue, even if you're 169, it still helps to get consensus.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Wherever you find yourself. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. So I will answer. I'm here to bring to your attention development to be a Koso or a Ashanti region. So this is the okay. So as you can see, cars passing higher the main road leading to Dakujum, and it leads to the regional coordinating council, state experimental school, and that's Dakujum area. Okay, so this is a first class asphalted road. A link it to the main road. Just look at it. So this is a fence wall, and fence wall no, and they at the asphalt, the edge of the asphalt. No major entrance, no. Then it continues. Now let me bring you inside the story. So this is the asphalt road, Namso, and this is a land. Yatonwama ubi. Sanipa krono. Or blocky entrance, no. And this road leads to the regional coordinating council, behind the regional coordinating council. The regional coordinating council, no, the fence wall, no way. That's the RCC. And the Nipano, for the person to develop it. And what develop so secure land, no. And in securing the land, he has to fence it to a block of coin. Now, let me get you closer to where the main action is. Then you get to understand. This is MPP for you. A major road. Now look at the thickness of this asphalt. First class asphaltic road. Are you waste? Now, so I came here this morning, bring to the attention. Oh yeah, we were catching yourself. We are doing politics. So somebody coming to develop just by the regional coordinating council. The road no swan and now these are the materials for it. The equino a cost and a so now this is the asphalt and it's going. Then the developer has now blocked the road. So when you are driving with your car, you cannot pass it. This is it. You see? Yes. Now, let me now try to show you Okay. So I want to go behind. So this is the land, a piece of land. Hi, well, it's a government land. This is the regional coordinating council. All these areas, offices of the regional coordinating. In fact, the urban rules, as you can see, urban rules office in the. So this road was leading to the urban route. So let me try to go behind it. Now I'm the other side of the road. So I'm sure this is the site for the contractor. So as you can see, yes, I came with some journalists to come and cover. This is the regional coordinating council. So I pass it behind. So this is it. Now, look, before Ghana for move 2 MPP for free, so no matter say Ghana, no matter BBF. These guys, I just told you before, say they were just in there to enrich themselves. In fact, they are doing things with impunity. Serious one. They don't read. How on earth can an asphalted road? Do you know how much that road cost? Seriously, I'm at a loss. And look at it. But we are blocking on. So that's the asphalt. And the BPA. So you see it, but they are blocking road. Now let me try to go behind it. As you can see, so this is the main road, and it's been blocked, and blocked. Bridge here to construct the road, away. This is it. They're blocking them. And this is the Department of Urban Roads. So this road was constructed by the Urban Roads leading to the regional office. Then beyond the offices of the Regional Coordinating Council and others. So now, just look at it. Look for yourself across so you can see road no any. Yeah. So as you can see, Rahel, I will ignore you because you don't know what you are talking about. Your town government land are blocking an access road, asphalted road. Yeah, can't also propaganda. I mean, you are the guys killing this country. When I'm home before the impudence to continue to destroy this country. I'm surprised. Is that for you to condemn what is happening? An individual, a town government land, I say, I block it, main road, an access road. I can't. Yeah, politics. You think that we are doing politics? This is serious. It's serious thievery. Regional Coordinating Council. And you see, the danger is that Nipano were clear as you know. And now look, there's a looming disaster. Look at maybe a fence one. So any rain that will wash this portion of the land free where the fence wall will break down. Anyway, so Omoja Sawe Kakria be just for the regional coordinating council. So any serious rain will bring this whole thing down. And your time will be individual. Look at it. Look at it. Daniel Kochi Bakwami Road in there, I can't want some how. Kofi Job so man is so he's packing his things from the road. I just said the best thing is for us to do a demonstration. And Kwame, organize your people and he do, because the last time I spoke to Kofi Job near Crawford on the road, that was just 4 days ago. They are just about packing up from the road. Oh. So this is MPP and Ghana for you. You see, I'm for any power, yes, I do been in power. It was under our reign and the constructed road we Anton. So sometimes I don't understand you guys. We've been in power for 8 years. Time they see regional coordinating council, urban roads. So time that we constructed this road leading to the urban roads, Anton. So when you say if it was your time, would you go and show us? We won't do this kind of stupid thing. I'm sorry. Oh, so look at the road. We're in this, and I could see. Oh. So, brothers and sisters, for your own judgment, I leave you here. And this is Regional Coordinating Council. As you can see, Regional Coordinating Council, some of the buildings, the Regional Coordinating Council, and the roof. That is it. And everything is there. The MPP are selling everything to themselves. And a town, a lander, a major road constructed by the Department of Urban Roads. I pass it through. I'm a developer, a blockade was, who gave authority to this developer to do this. Okay, thank you.
Yo, atiefoɔ yɛda nyankopɔn te asefo ase blanda tv nie odiifoɔ pamaguni ɛnɛ anɔpa yi baabi a wɔ biara no deɛ meka nyinaa ne sɛ awurade nyankopɔn nhyira wo awurade ɔnyɛ ɔkɛse awurade nyɛ wakoma so abisadeɛ nyinaa ma wo ɛnɛ anɔpa wie yi mepɛ sɛ me ne wo ka asɛm bi mepɛ sɛ me ne wo dwene asɛm bi ho asɛm bi a ɛma wadwenem ebi a wahu but wonwene ho nkɔ sɛdeɛ ɛsɛ sɛ wodwene ho kɔ ɛnneɛma mmiɛnsa ɛna mpɛ sɛ yɛka ho asɛm mewɔ abayafoɔ mmiɛnsa a obiara nso ɛbɛkyerɛ n'adwen ɛwɔ saa nneɛma mmiɛnsa no ho mewɔ mpanimfoɔ a kuku da mpa wɔ yɛdwumadie so a ɔmbɛba bɛkyerɛ wɔn adwen ɛwɔ saa nsɛmfua mmiɛnsa deɛ edi kan no ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a na wɔtwe mmienu ni Honorable Joseph Yamin ɔde to edwa ɛma ntentan so ɛma wiase afa na nyinaa kɔɔ viral ma obi ehu yi ɛyɛ kwan a ne yɛbɔka ɛde sika ayɛ asphalt kwan a na contractor bi akɔ blɔko no ɛno ho asɛm ɛbɛtɔ dwa ɛbɛyɛ dagya Honorable kasa no ɔka sɛ Honorable yɛ nyina anim no sɛ wayɛ minister da enti sɛ ɔka asɛm a onim asɛm a ɔka wayɛ minister da na ɔsan ba bio as organizer NDC ɔwom enti ɔka asɛm a onim deɛ wɔka ɔse asase no ɛyɛ aban dea Assembly beto odwa the whole Ghana journalists uko TV so uko ha they are no person omo kire ne say property no aye private owner bi dia na bra omo ye kwana na omo ye asphalt ne na nka hu hia say enka omo ne private owner no kokasa ana omo ne na nkasa enunti ne ba say private owner no so ede mra hye ne nsem aye de ope enti aha no hwan na eka nokre honorable a or report to asam no na yangine de antum anasa de ba second no ne yangintum ene ye number 1 number 2 de besa aka ho asem bio ni say honorable Sasu oya Madina MP wobeka asem bi say yan judges no emranimfo no ana ya lawyers no especially to our judges say the way e binimu behave no or my almost politicians if they continue to do that say to me change here we will treat them as politicians sana honorable kan yo meme ni honorable ya adwen ba nipa bebre ni honorable nya adwen nipa bebre ababonten ama Ghana memfa ne say embranimfo ne lawyerfo omo de ababetu dwa say honorable Sasu asem okan no omo ne no anya adwen enonso etosumienu de etosumiensa kra ya de anura siye de anura esiye say aya Christian Council Catholic Bishop Conference aya Ghana nsori akuo hudu ompanimfu adeda no akokosi omampani mama say yi levi hon sensamne ntokwa ekoso parliament no wo munjintum na Ghana asumdwemra na mebisa say afen na Ghana Christian Council omu behunu say anasa womo bati asia say Ghana basabasa ye anadede ye wo ho afena Christian Council hu sa de na because ye kwotro din moja agui ye kwoto aba moja agui aniema hu niema basabasa na akoso a Christian Council ma bonten omonka bibia yi na vi hu de ye be council enti ayesa Christian Council yaka say ebedu ba bi Christian Council for ntumi nkasa because niema boni ekoso hwade o niema boni ekoso no Christian Council wo ho say enka omampani tuo na mo bia na enya obekọ omampani nchen na omakoka cha say omampani ade a wuye ade we a wuye enye enti no sesa eno na nka Christian Council akawete say akane bra na adifo ani ahemfo nebu man no Bible say ohin David ekum Uriah aje ne yire abra na omukoko David no oye kofo nti Bible say ofa kwan bia so sanka Uriah basa akọ ne yire ne ho bio na nka ode ahye no but wankọ o say empire me say oman Israel wa kono na me ne me yire bekọ akoda David fa kwan bi so ekum Uriah ema oba ne be ye ne dia Bible say odifo bia ne efre ni Nathan osori ya na okọ David ho straight ana okaka chese na nai oman mu ha obi ti ha owo nwan owo mrechire owo anantwie bebre but onya visitor no ogo ahead kokofa obi ni dwan ba akopɛ one ne da one ne kwa afuom one ne ye bibia ohin David say sa nipa no wo memman mu ha osase yekunu osena na ye wa adenti na Ghana fo esu eniema Ghana fo ekom yewa Ghana fo ekom ye mampani de oya Christian Council fees ana Ghana fo fees eniema oya enye private jet hon sensema yaka sa wo ha private jet ba ko a one na wo tua $14,000 abra Ghana ye wo hiemu se si ame no ka se o mampani ha private jet no Christian Council ma bonten meka ho bibia Ghanaians are complaining even nya Ghanaians kura and this for complaining ye to aba 2020 ye ready see what parliament to the saying say ye dear soldier for ko Christian Council ma bonten and na de yi levy ho Christian Council for ko omampani dada Dramani John Dramani mama ho agoka de asem saa nneɛma mmiɛnsa wei ɛna mpɛ sɛ yɛkasa fa ho because Ghanafoɔ yɛn mu bebree a yɛnya atwem Ghanafoɔ sɛ yɛntu nya atwem ase a yɛnkɔ baabi a NDC bɛba MPP bɛba the same nneɛma na yɛbɛhu nneɛma a fundamental issue a ɛsɛ yɛka ho asɛm ɛyɛ hypocrisy ɛyɛ nɔkora a yɛnka both MPP ne NDC nɔkora a yɛmfa nyɛ adwuma nɔkora yɛn mu bi ɛmfa nyɛ adwuma nɔkora yɛn mpanimfoɔ bi ɛnka da biara saa na bɛkɔ because MPP ba power wɔ fii sɛ otumi yɛ deɛ ɔpɛ biara ɔbɛyɛ intimidate journalism ɔbɛyɛ deɛ ɔpɛ biara ofiri power ɛnkɔsi baabi a because NDC foɔ so dim sɛ ɔmo ba they will do the same. So when are we going to stop that thing? The bɛn yɛn nso adeɛ no yɛbɛyɛ no frinchim a yɛbɛtu aseɛ because corruption, I'm not saying politicians nko a civil servant never be a backup you be a corrupt or be uncano or be unfa even and this mukrano no cra some of company phone be one fan of crane yajuma. What your opposition won't fan of crane yajuma now uba power they are betting no cry yajuma. Sanyama we want some and I'm a person yeka. Sanyama me and some way and I'm a person yetili. Now honorable yourself yami on one casa or chroma. And I say, our program is so. Yabatu yansa frɛ no ama ɔno ankasa ɔnabo abɛkyerɛkyerɛm sɛ asase no ayɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛn aban dea anaasɛ asase no ayɛ private owner bi dea. Number 2, the lawyer Sesu kaeɛ no ɔne ne yɛ adwene anaasɛ ɔne ne nya adwene. Number 3, Christian Council for ɔmo kɔ mampani dada hɔ no ɔno ɔmo yɛ adwene ana ɔno ɔmo nya adwene. Mi wɔ nipa miɛnsa anti-flegia kamfe wɔ ha ɔbɛka na adwene. Mr. Tom ɛwɔ England ɔno nso ɛbɛka na adwene ɛna Honorable Joseph Yami nso ɛbɛka na adwene. Ba yɛn nkyɛn ho no medical afrɛ Mr. Tom na ɔde na adwene kyerɛ aba because ɔyɛ busy kakra ɔbɛkɔ baabi enti no mepɛ sɛ ɔno bɛkasa saa nneɛma miɛnsa wei ho ɔbɛka deɛ lawyer Sesu kaeɛ ho obeka fa asfalta yɛkɔ blɔko kwan no na mpanimfoɔ se nnwuma ɛda ɛsɛ owura ɔto yankasa no ade a yɛwura Joseph Yami de to ntentankaseɛ no so ɛma yɛhu yɛ no ɔno ankasa yɛse yɛnse yirodo ɛmmatoa na ɔno ankasa abɛkyerɛkyerɛm eti mɛfrɛ Bratom na wabɛkyerɛ na adwenkyerɛ baabi a wɔ bia nso no wobɛtumi afrɛ no wakyerɛ wadwen number na end 40 no number na ɛkɔ wɔ screen ni so the end 40 no yɛwie a wanso wobɛtumi ayɛ den wobɛtumi afrɛ na waka wadwen enti menkyɛ ho no mefrɛ Bratom na ɔno nso ne deɛ a wɔwɔ ho no wɔde aba betudwa Blana TV so nie odifo opamagu nie yɛfrɛ nua no. Hello, Mr. Tom. I call about our Blind Eye TV show.
Oh, good afternoon, sir.
And now we have a person. You can't some be sima. Nema me and son and person. You casa for home because hypocrisy be anasa nyatrim be kwaso Ghana. Say ya MPP or say ya NDC or say ya for my Ghana year as I say you too sad and as na fe on mine ye never ye free. And say the didn't kind and asphalt kwan bia Honorable Joseph Yami na de tu dwa se yakɔ blɔko kwan na wontumi mfa hɔ ɔno ankasa wɔ hɔ ɛbɛfrɛ no dwumadi ama ɔno abɛkyerɛ na dwen ba wo na yɛdi kan fa wo first ɛno wobɛka ho asɛm ana de ɛtɔ so mmienu Honorable Sesu a ɔyɛ Madina MP ɔde asɛm bi to so sɛ judges no a ɔmo de ɔmo ho awurawura politics mu no sɛ ama ɔba tumi sesa saa nkɔfoɔ no nso we will treat them as a politicians ana de ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa kora yɛ nnura sɛ wate sɛ Christian Council ɛkɔ ɔmampani dada Dramani mama hɔ me question is that then ɔmo kɔpɛ because yɛn nyinaa yɛte Ghana yɛn nyinaa yɛte ɔman mu ha nneɛma bebree akɔ so Christian Council ma abɔnten mɛka ho asɛm but now even parliament kora kɔsi sɛ yɛde sojafoɔ kora kɔ Christian Council for there's nothing wrong with that. Oma meka bibia o. Na yi love you oma ba beka ho asem. Sa na ma me ensa no, ye mfa no wan wan.
Pacho, making Yamatasi, me start with the Osofudo. Me say, you know what can, what's the day? They started last year, after the election. Now, a parliament for 1 year back in parliament Akasa, majority Akasa, was it minority Akasa, was it speaker Akasa, 1 year president Akufado, they went to talk to him. Now, so we jay Mahama Fima, no yefe, intinusu or the 1 year Mahama so Bakasa. Them no church. No what church there. They've been talking to everybody to see how they can get the country moving forward. Since the last election now, you know, a friend then hang parliament, you know, i.e. 137, 138, 137, 137 plus 1, no? They just wanted to encourage cooperativeness. It has nothing to do with this e-levy. It started before then. That's according to introduction in one was made.
But so why mo according to mama me bo clip no. Ono can say the way ayi for no Christian Council for no dwen no. At the time wo mo beka o masema wie no tie o mama say now o mako implement wo ma de no e wo parliament apagya no afa na they come back say o mo no mo be negotiation ana.
No, no. I think we have to be fair here. The Christian Council, no, their concern is not only e-levy. Their concern in there.
But okay, sir, me pato, okay, so mampani mama masa comment in there. Some open me fan to studio na me
no, but this is where this is young some da me Kenya metase. NPP wako parliament 1 year. That's NPP's problem. NPP when Mahama wanted to go to IMF, no for NPP for no NPP for now. Mahama has the right to make a comment on the e-levy as much as he likes. But the Christian Council, one in Brenna Warrior, it is not just about e-levy. It's about the fact that now Parliament is balanced. Into what they want to energize cooperativeness in as much as possible in the way things work. If anything, this should not be about e-levy. And I will go back again. This is like when they went to court. When NDC went to court, in the 2020 election, when you didn't what the policy now was the way I walk court, when you didn't them no walk. It was a bad mistake. Whether it's Chikata or whoever advised them was a bad decision. The decision in there, we know the hand system, there are faults in it. These are the changes we need to make in the system to make it better. It is not a one issue. And if NDC focuses on one issue, it is hypocrisy. I'm not for anybody. But you need something. If you look at America, if you look at Europe, if you look at the way countries develop out, it is because of certain issues in T. Why we was young BB Sinti, no other what the BB but what the chair do now, what solve the problem, yeah. And I'm Kelly. Inti obey me, I'm not worried about e-levy. NBC can do whatever they think is necessary about e-levy. And e-levy is bad economics. When NPP were there, when NDC was in power, it was bad economics. When you know born, and when you know to talk about women, will be a born, and to talk of your friend and Captain Smart, but we are born, NDC are born, NPP are born, because we shouldn't be raising taxes. NDC in power, they raise taxes. NPP in power, they raise taxes, and they go and borrow. What are they doing for the development of the country through our extractive mineral resources? Why do we only get 5 or 10% in the raw materials? Why can't we get more than 40%, 50%, like Saudi Arabia and the rest? They get so much from their oil resources so they can build their country. After Nyansi, ni politician or Ghana, no, what's not going up there? Them not there. Eh? Now, he attacks. When now I born. When now they using gimmicky and some accounting and ruin the country. Foolishness. They can talk the way they want because both policies are one year or your foolish policies. What I want to if the address beginning address Nipan Kano Ano Namorjendo. If NDC were to get power tomorrow, how are they going to change the economy? Different to what MPP is doing, apart from the woman who will be as much as MPP will be. Tell me, what else are they going to do any different? Tell me. Inti midday.
Now, him say nipa to me say betimi aba say bia nema bia wo de wadwene call so say bia when NDC they are in power na bi omo ye nema bia amanfo me pa cho me ba amanfo fi say anko yie no e bia nana omo second back and omo second coming no e bia nema besesa say no tina repentance wo
my brother don't go there Magufuli ye pie adwen papa Arthur Mills left something for NDC. He wanted to change the constitution and review it in such a way that the proper accountability bubble NDC in their last election when Magufuli came to power in Tanzania, when he went through, we all know the civil service no Kofi Piwoma when you grant Kofi Piwoma when people was Kofi Piwoma one uncle being also one cash baby. What Yakutia want to 1 year, man. Magufuli or clear one yard. Can Mahama and Ghana go and do the same or Akufado and Ghana go and do the same?
Yeah, quite assumption. Yeah, quite assumption. What can Christian Council for the lawyer kind and every family as fat no
the lawyer can no hypocrisy. Take a Mayman can be. Let's go back to a politicians be this so soon. Even he should have answered to IGP Ogwani. Because there's some other can this attitude dog there we can do the lawyers no 128. Says ya Ghana civil war, Don't think there's some tribe say who do my hand the way or even challenges as Antihini. Ghana civil war, don't people think there half of Ghanaians no yen pent 20 years through? Blood overflow no. Blood overflow no. They will think twice. Don't be between them and say, and no tomb, we can draw truancy, and no bottom, we will take so much, and we are one into they are brave. That foolishness all wants to know of we give him. No one tells there. If Ghana decide to go on civil war, the technologies that can be deployed, you see what Russia is doing to Ukraine, no? Some of this can come into Ghana. Now, if you can fight a bullet, go and take a draw and then use that when the Persian missiles are coming out, go and defend it. Okay, I won't call Israel now, won't call Israel for so let me say something. So soon now know they are wrong. We have a system in place. One, change the system at a mills no can. Change the system, come back to same at a mills so that the system is fair on both sides.
Because of loopholes be a war constitution and never be a papa mama buy that a mess the two one changing Tina Kufado ya de Oyan.
Of course. At a mills not when you there. Say you padam a Kufado but never ask no dra and question some no busy.
And now I've runs the speech be on man say we need to change some certain things. If the devil himself come and sit on Ghana throne, he will do the right thing.
Exactly. You are going back to the thing. NDC 20 we are 8 generals. Now you're 2 people. Now yes, the probity accountability. Where's the probity accountability for NDC itself? NDC non can one election away in their party or there's no point in accountability.
Omo ya bad. Omo pretty good no kra no. Enyasem ketwa.
Exactly. Mr. Akosi Bruni Englishman back
Ombe sabotage you say see ah.
You can't go to equity. You can't seek fairness without being fair yourself. You can't get equity without a clean hand. How will cheat will be no be a cheat one? Not to make any pen we cheat means make a jazz and I will cheat at the end. How do we answer?
Every office and on the cheating no you know cheating ketwa.
Miss there, do unto others. This one used to Christo. Okay, do unto others as you would like to be done in the same circumstances. The first law, people think there. The problem with Jesus Christ in there, people think there. So dema, na you have to watching on a Sunday. Na you busy question someone a day. But Jesus Christ need teaching. It is not it's not answersome. It is practical everyday living and the law of nature that you cannot do without. Not remember it on a Sunday within a church service now, but watching and using questions. That is what my man and we are celebrating. Into yet I said the man. Whatever you are doing, you but submit.
Because with him, Maman Cousin Binjo, as someone who can win him, a year Saturday, ye premier elections because was Scotland, I have MPP, NDC, Mwankasa. They use some technicalities. And one year, you soon or Ghana, you soon court a cover black book, and to whoop per se, anything America corruption was some no. As I say, you two are see, ya didn't free baby, not be fair.
Yamin when Yamin himself.
My friend Obaba, Ukasa, we are of Bakasa.
When he was deputy Ashanti regional minister, he certain people in NDC didn't like. He instructed Kwesi Boachi, Kofi Boachi, our own DSP Kwesi Boachi, Mama Minu Krumni, my Mebusiani Kwesi Boachi for so also said there. Uncle then was the head of the Ashanti regional command. Uncle arrest him, Kwesi Boachi refused. Money Kwesi Boachi queen.
Hey, and I saw Nabu yourself, me, why be pa?
Mr. Dead, what hypocrisy no be added to the reason. Who question ye so soon overcome question some no? Let him go and refer to that situation. Who I mean, it's what I mean, who we from the deputy regional minister, Ashanti regional minister, Kaya.
Now, that's oh, yeah, the pantio.
Mr. There, it doesn't matter. You can't insult somebody there. Me paying us and go and arrest you. Abracram will commit. Abracram you can commit. Because I won't penance him. Them listen we are saying. Bibini on drink question. I know more channel nor sure what I said about him. Now what you now rules. What do I mean by said? What happened? No, so sorry, you chrome her, UK high, you can't go and block the street. The police will arrest you. If you want to demonstrate, you have to go and get the police permission. How can you say they road 1 year until you're going to block it? That is part of this so now you are part of the problem. Here NPT, IGP didn't do anything. Secondly, IGP and Nejma, when he's arresting people, and these people complain the IGP no them because of so they turn it political. But when he arrested Owusu Bempah, no Biancashi, Owusu Bempah, who MPP, Nipa Palmer, they arrested him and put him in jail. Who MP and this in Wankashi? Who so can be what you are now? Who you are complaining there is political? Oh, Yamanyansa brief ye. Another one, the same disqualification. Shall to say you see to try to disqualify Nana Kwanedu in 2016. Parkway Sindo in 2016 and one or two other people, no. The same na your friend Madam friend the new electoral commissioner today. Yes. No, so the more disqualifying Crawford. Na NDC, now it's not right. They should change it. It can cause problem in future. Who Sami if you now was there when they were using it against these people? Why didn't you speak against it? Oh. Bibini, That is his problem. He's a thief. On dream. Nyansa no on Inti, Mama Mutuma Kacha Mahama, fine. When you go into IMF, MPP didn't support you. When MPP is struggling, you don't have to support him. But remember, when you come to power, the problem you people don't have the people. You cannot think of the policies to implement when you come to power. NDC will win election into 1 million jobs. If they want to understand how to do that, I'm not born why. Because you need to create jobs. You got to say to yourself, this is what you want to do and find a way to do it. That is how Britain, Germany, and the rest do it. They don't sit there for manna to help from heaven. Now here you are no so obiara nipa na no so the me ya be ma mutu ma 20 no onje 20 no ro no apart no ze mamba no ro no apart no ze mo 20 years time was so aba no show wo papa no wo di wo ma me basa no abenya me na me na wo ya ka ho bi over 5 or 6 mesi afuna tumi wana me ya nipa kasi ma wo 20 na wo no those early days na nipa was 6 na assassin doors no nti ikwa obia besi bia na ze ikwa na assassin man no onye number do those was fascinating in them break change na inye bibi ebi ponye baby nda no you are still what 20 no abaze na ezefo one na edutu bi show no so ka ho bi onye de bia na ban no so ka ho bi and this one pick ban I don't blame anybody no so ka ho bi into what no
Enti me pese obo de tofa hypocrisy e koso no kwan ben so na e fa so aye tu ase.
Well, the one thing to do first and foremost, freedom of speech is important. I'll give you an example. Sesiano, IGP arrested Abronye.
Abronye.
Sorry, Abronye. My forgive me, Abronye. Because Okada Mahama is encouraging these people to stage a coup, which is not true. IGP arrested. Next time an NPP NDC can coup now arrest now. I don't want NDC people complaining. Because there's certain languages we shouldn't use. You Chrome some of the language, the way it's really Ghana would be about 4 or 5 years ago, Ghana would be called Israel. And they said they were seeking political asylum because they didn't get the freedom of you were from and then they were being persecuted. Now Israeli ambassador no so them also the freedom of Ghana no it is more than the way freedom of Ghana no is more than 90% of the countries in the world. In the economic hardship na wapen away one there they are being persecuted because Ghana freedom no is more than 90% of the world, including Russia, including Britain, including everywhere. Half of the things are what's not the work can war in Ghana no. If it is said about the same thing in this country, British here, you'll be arrested.
And they are no correct.
Inti Ghana freedom no we don't measure what we say. Inti for that purpose no, we have to start understanding there. Or do you assume yazi and commentators like your friend then Kwekuba Kona, your friend then Kwesi Pratt, when you know they should be careful in what they say. They are part of the problem. We have a culture that wouldn't use the question now you
what am a person will touch it because if you are my brother and you commit the crime, no answer my job men can want some. And what your problem in because the MPP no say MPP core position now NDC ba the amma be a NDC to me take once no hini be a patch. Once a number for be able intervene and no higher as a nation. And one am person will touch another way was this year.
Men can maybe a match as seen there when Kenobriata went to finance ministry 7 years ago. He wanted to do what Magufuli did and ask everybody to bring their certificate and prove that they are competent for their job. Mr. There, you draw of perform me. What did she share? No, that is why I sometimes don't think on office simple. He was most of the time was working from home. That's the first and second. And you for women personally, no upon a show the momo you confuse, on your. Yet we know them when you
but ono amusu kra say wo bring it sad na ono amusu kra na yesi ne nkofo e office o di akogu finance minister eni ho kwan say wo yesa enti wo kan no aka ni
I know na adwene there one on CCR they cannot perform the tasks that he wants them to perform. You're not capable. Some of them are not capable, or some of them, because of party affiliation, they will not give him the right figures. So, in the American system, in British system, civil servants, serve the government. Into whichever civil servant is there, they do for you, but you can get advices. That is Britain. Into Minyobirikasa, in Downing Street, there are 40 advisors privately out of the civil service advising the current Tory party government. That is why AEC, most of the AE conservatives, what's the Boris Johnson, or Sewa, he has to sack most of the people because there are 40 advisors for Downing Street government alone, aside from the civil service, today in Downing Street. And that is the infighting between the Tory party and the a friend and what's the near Boris Johnson near on you confirm as shown opera control yamana some questions MP. But that aside, every government does. In America, the whole government, when you get in as a president, you appoint your own civil servant. Irukwa, no one sack one. Now another one but no one appointing his own civil servant. Yeah, into them na America what I say. Into ones in them no system but Ghana we don't need to go that both extreme. We need just to be mindful on the understanding that one thing America simple about Kufo so-called property that we should have government registered government lands. And I think government registered
now sure say Kufo there.
One will be no kind of for a run no for but whatever the land is, you make sure that you will take it out of, will make the thing private. You can't, there's a road there, you can't just build across it. But Pia government compensation, no road into simple.
Okay, unko ya mefro bio enti no mesa afro na achire no se wokọ dey fine but achire no honorable ba na anti-flish akana dwen achire no mesa afro bio nyame nka ho na omo ho ba why
forgive me if I'm too radical but
no so wadwen na waka no what I say e na wachire why na nipa nso de nipa dudu anyina no we cannot get the same mindset what I say obi a wona dwene enti na obi ba obi betra radio show na odidi atem obi ba obeka no boko even preaching kra na so dem kra no obi teach obi preach obi shankom different different kinds of diversity of even adum kra what I say enti na no de obi anka bibia nyame nhira wa ekire wo bete yanka
me da CP bye
Blana TV so ni na awie de e ka ho asem nyina no niema me yensa kwan e ko bloko no Christian Council for mo ko mampani dada fie nura e na afi nso no onabo sasu ne nsem a obeka ye no e na yenua pani bratom wa kire na dwene e wo ho no Anti-Felicia wa ha yenua ana yenua pani onabo Yosef Yami ye try say yensa beka no yensa kana ono nso baba abekire na dwen yensa nka na Anti-Felicia ebekire na dwen na fe yakoye ne mesra ba bibiara wo biara wo sabeka no share na subscribe Blind Night TV for you because I had the ade no say the tie bia no saa ene ebeka no ye pusu ahoma no say the ebe ya yensa beka onabo Yosef Yami ye frɛ onabo sɛ yensa bɛka na yensa kana ɔno nso bɛkyerɛ n'adwen afa ho sɛ yensa nka ne de a ɛne ne yɛbɛtoa so na yɛayɛ yɛ program no yɛfrɛ onabo epusu ahoma no Hello, Honorable. Akwaba wa Blana TV so.
Major Sovinia.
But on our what to say?
Nyame adom boko so.
Good. Nyame adom ye nyina ho ye sa de pa ache ye a ode ache ye bi koda won sori. But yen de wa boy ho ban ye da so won kwam. Ena no pai ana wie de ye ka ho asem ma ye nema me ensa. De edi kan eye opani de wo de tuwa Honorable efa kwan bi a ye broko no mehwe ne life wo ye nyina mehwe wa. Enti no me de to ho se mefrɛ wo dabi bia no because ekoba se na wo ka no wo video num se sa property no aban dia e na omode ama private owner bi enti no wo adwene mu no mekra menye law ya na menkɔ ba bia yi no minim se nipa ne ni hu kwan se obloko sa kwan no even asphalt o enya mantamu kwan bia waye.
That's right.
But a buy ya Ghana journalist for TV so for near the Adibam gas oh I didn't cry a private developer be a developer be assassin and no more ya kwano ne yanko hunu and entino no why yes sir just na I had double standard they all kind of different also na wujina ho ama de no cry by we are singing ama obi ehun afa na kwa say ye hu de ya ka no ye hu de medam jiwudi minim say because why a minister that our Ashanti region? So you know what you are talking about. And there are some who can nyadi a hutu futuro gunko but now a bagana journalist for aba abekasa no adiana krana a private and you number one. Number two, Honorable Sasu Oya Medina and Pio Kansen be said. Now judges now wamayo politicians no. If say power change here, we will treat them as a politicians. Number two, no. Number three, I nra yai ana nra ayete ye kodaba so say Christian Council for o makọ unu pani mama fie akọ keka nsem bia ma mekura de am boy ya papa ne ba bonte ono so be kire na dwen say from be 5 years ni no niam bebre akoso Christian Council for ntu ho na mo de di nkan yakoto aba yakotwetwero din moja ahwie gui mama nka oba me de me na me de to ho de atoso mienu yakoto aba dipa ba enwotwe ewu Christian Council for ameka ho asem bia de atoso miensa ya mpo ya di birth set ne ade ba ya ikoye ehoi eno Christian Council for anka ho asem chasa niema bebre omampani ebi abra bi oba ya fisa enye ebi hia oman no ne jeta wo rent ne ade a ekoso a amanfo obo ho dawuro no miminim se David yade na enkanya na se Nathan wo ho se Nathan na obekwa akotu David fude a de David ya enya no na otu no fo wo ho ma no sesa na dwen ba Christian Council fo mom anko mampani wo so makọ no hokra ma bonten se omakọ ka je so mampani weni ade a na se sia me ne wo kasai ya se ye implement ye pass ye pass yi levy law ne agege nkofo sikai se sia me no kasa omampani a hanjet $14,000 hour obi anga so on tena play mu tukwan ye nyina ye tukwan tena play mu but ye feel say niema boarding adenti na esa mampani yesa Christian Council for nya sa ade ni nyina nti e ba say no ye mu bia ye nwanwa papa Honorable wa dwenkyere wo sa ne ma miensen e ho ne sen
Okay. You like say me come in sani ni na mbo mu no.
dabi ubetimi aka ubetimi de afiri ba bia ba miensan ne de say tie bia so ka bibi fa bia ho
Yes.
na fe wo anso ankasa no de wo wani so a afi mu upesa wo ye de ma NDC party as a whole ne Ghanaians ni wi ase nyina no wo de atodwa
Yo me da se. Nyame nhyira. Ani dwuma pa mu di ma ewi ase nyina titru eye Ghana fo a omowo amanone ne ewi ase. Ma menchia eye wahwefo ne watiefo anopa titru NDC fo a omowo Glasgow, Scotland, Petemho. Ani baby a wafidie duru bia mechia obi bia ohwe na wotie eye awie ma mensha asiem free me echie ndi sifo de go ndi sifo so aso no demand mo ye na otwi twa mu se ndi sifo mo branch wo Glasgow omo etimi no great year ne yanya a branch in Glasgow nyame ya adoma party no ebie nomination to her the person making as a national organizer for the NDC.
Yeah, Babon Payama, din.
I mean, Shram. Oh, okay, Mr. Tia, common free. Yeah, as I say, no one will come asem. Minia, Ghana, I are a husemo. So here the way MPP for the Ghana, yeah. Na to say MPP for Napa Ghana to say Sebi or man can say Japadi. The omo person omo ye biano, and na omo ye untimin can was a assassin baby a done ye baby a year a pine assassin. Say, Obi a would tear and our praying. Enim baby a friend original coordinating council. Baby a regional minister office no ewa.
Ewo Kumasi.
Eho aksem na make na nsasi a ewo sa area ho na ye friend state land nsasi na ye me no ka ho asem yi asasi a eda ene regional coordinating council no wall ya toafa baby a omanpeni efi no ehye original coordinating council no ehun wo no ne asasi na bo ho pe na the genesis of it ne say in 2005 ebra na omanpeni kufuo ti akonya so ana omusi omaye bibia ye frɛ no reason jinsasi e ho no ya san amake na foforo antinsasi a eye aban sase no yesi afidi etimi ton individuals se omado anti nipa bebre kokoto asase ni bi na asase ni bi ho no ma ya kan bo kire wa oreba ho bi ye 4 million no that time no that just say enne 400 Ghana cedis and to state lands and asase no a just about 10 to 12 years na toma 4 million and now to asase was that area where so unkura $1.2 million unya asase no plot ba ko be
Honorable Mebao, study or motor assassin, na NDC mobile by Muno, Namuni Kwan, some betumi agye afisa or more motor in semana.
okay so on a me by so omoton asase ne ma omo ho na asase a ya block kwan ya ka ho asem omanpanyi a na oti akonya so sa time na ye friend John Ajikumfo ono na toss asase ya
And the honorable say nye possible. Entimi nye possible sa abaya de wankasa wasesa no wasato.
enye possible ya possible MPP dress asase ne president John Ajikumfo dia entimi ne o kase asemba ho ya ye ko block kwan ya ekokotwa ho video de to abontin a be ye asem a wiase ni na eka ho asem my penny that I go for the spokesperson and friend of that go for. Or tonight, TV Sunni radio, so I can't get to some pass as any of my penny go for the not on 2005. And yet, Trimuka, and I say me, boom, Trimuna, the account. Bibi say I'm no kasi. Nemo may asemwa omapenyi dada John Ajikufo ne spokesperson aba beka tatumwa di adansi. So yebedi akonya in 2009 ana who is a private individuals we shall see develop state lands na regional coordinating council no. And I say Hadina is supposed to be a security zone. And apart from a buying, and a map point Biama will be a CBB or on my bind here. Private individuals in the meantime, my echo a dino movie soon. In the who said, yeah, rezoning. So you actually developers and I say, Obian fan crater just assassinate or Modia. And Fambra. They have some pass a water assassin. When you have no cafe, Nipa, no, Masha says, soon Mrs. Dining and near a what area holding our Obiako, Obia, maybe about pet. In a didn't crater, buy, and no crap, or the bar 5 years after. As I said, Ibusa and said, Ibusa almost a month and Krata and Embrano. That was in 2009. Time of the Krata and the buy in the year 2014. That 2014, the grand, yes, or the Krata and the buy, or yes, or say, could see dine work. Maybe, a buy assassin so. And I cost of Pono. That time you're deputy minister. So you're my own sit down because why are my assassin? I know the crack let's say what's assassin. One more at the buy. But security I know who are in ye. No assassin there. All legal documents that you say. So they are a bit near and say, Becca command as a full frock. The Mutarobi Shandan will see what a ye. A dining share, regional coordinating council, and impair, and indeed in the fair and impair. I wrote some woman say, Mini, and Dina, and your cat, everybody. Now I'm pa, young grandama, and don't you know. And then no cat is a dining, you seen me, and that was that same plot.
MPP ba power wa mama o masi.
Okay.
MPP ba power no matena ho ama o masi.
O masa to bi kura sa aka no. The plot ba kuna ko be no. What we ya plot me no asa dia Canadian no was dan ke se a ugina mu a ko regional coordinating council no pepe de ekoso. So yeah, we hono mo ani hu se ya sha se to fence wall bi. Na fence wall no ya to na kwan no dam no ko regional coordinating council akiri ho. Na officers ni bi ho a omunya baby enye omoduma especially electoral commission. Baby a omu office no wo no iswa. Nti yebe mo omu asase wo coordinating council na chi ho no motimi nti urban rules for nso nya asase ni bi ewo ho. No say urban rules for the omo ye ekwan ho adwuma. Baby omu asase wo no de for us so they are called the urban rules for asase so. Nti ekwan that the bia da ho ne ho na mura mu nti adane footpath no mo sa constructed sa kwan ni yi sa kwan na hu wo video no mo
o ma ko block no.
Yes de ba omo office wo na electoral commission na ko nadmo na the offices are wo that area.
Now there's a omo block we are no metewase year utumi nya access to some places no.
No, just outside Kokofa, they say acquire only one means to so free. Maybe I block of one banwa. It's a Ukamwa, Besinko, regional coordinating council, Nimho, Ekoko Uraho, and Adia Baba.
And still kwana block and I beer to.
Ya block no, ya see
Hey,
quite
and again I have a problem pow.
of course. There were problem is a buyer or tissue on Ubian to mean can answer, and then Baba begin no idea about Christian Council for Nasa. But the truth is that Womura, a tour dine fast as a blog no fast as in now. There's a final a baby or modern fence wall gate. ABC. Indeed, or Moja Hona day at to Nimum. Then Nim got the other they caught assassinate you. Yes, Sinwa foundation chef from Eka concrete you know foundation I go with my auto block I and the Sino. I don't know. Central for whom we video no way I imagine some better say some Bekohonoma who's a regional minister to whom we are now. It was a regional minister, I was say I am back Yahusi Sita I know on here. No my private individual media assassin and India. It is a Casa Unyaya. Or the other court. You bring a judgment debt. And the Umpesi bring a judgment debt. No, so Jaima Nipana, who sit down or be a security zone. Untimin sit down or that individual, what me sit down, regional minister said, Unsi. Now, question is, besides this, our individual Haran season, Kawanya NPP near. And Kevin because this regional minister here or no judgment that in T or see Mo being Sidan or no the cost of poor Ibrahim Muhammad or no so all the rights say obey me I am mining or maybe a two bauxite a two a manganese whatever now what cost of now Nipano won't mean your jumao. That regional minister, one real judgment that ever by Chile. The moment Penny could afford assassinate or judgment that. So you ask the question, said judgment that a bit 2 hours assassinate security zone or so. As against judgment that a bit 2 hours. Yes, I'm mining site hormone. Would you hear but minister no suroke tuano if he said Nipana o sini MPPD. No kesiya ne de o yan DC ni nti osia enye yi. Na nya wono kwanya John Ajekunkufu ma penyi dada nko a. You say state lands na egu akire ho ni na ya sa ton ni na individuals asha asi o musi dan no ekọ no mo de yede no mo de ba. So John Ajekunkufu ni aid ne bekasa se ehokra nya kwan I heard your pine, or when they try to find the 2 horror. Then I asked a simple question to him, not many new radio, so. They will say, I said, so on your quire, or move by a day, I'll be here, you or my sass. Because a movie no gate, you know, if they see the main road, they call Dakutum. That main road, no, I want now do materials. Building materials be free at the Abba. They say, so one of us are building materials now, first our quina over seen on the soil. You cannot have access into the plot. If you say 4 corners of the land, what to block a family in a city? It just as in a chinua, a pine daho, I wouldn't buy a year. Urban rules for honor. Who was in 2 3 for urban rules for home? The other side, no, I to the right. Any a wall, a regional coordinating council wall. And the untimin for home and fama. The other side to the left, a wall, a face will be Sophie. Also, so untimin for home and ma. So the only way I'll bet you for the Urasa was assassin as well. Is the road wa block no. It is a whole year point. How did you get access to your land? That is the question. But interestingly, Obia Timini is a question and no brother Busa Baba Bisine. And Timini Obusaya, assassin yet private individual, a MPP for Nato assassin the ma or Muhu. That and when whatever a woman say, or Mampini, I know what Tessos our time or no one assigned Tom Assasia, any quantity a Toma private individuals. And I was now a bride so for whom crack and fambra while Franco. What can I say? I position now by Saba Beam and I agina swa. If we say a neck, yan seen in Temwa, it be an end this for me as I am. Or mobile, among some my insis assassin. And you know, Dino was as a fine horn in some beer. And one of my bonnet of a crea, Mede. Actually,
Honorable me bisa asem bi na wo se wa bɔ ne tɔfɛ na ya ka asem foforo na bi a the program na kwa wi. We say the ye nyina na ye program yi di de ato so saa hypocrisy ne saa ne manema na ekoso no. Honorable wo bayi no. Then ye betumi ayafa ho number 1 because one gasa wudi adanse ese wo party mu 2008 me wo Ghana na Okaikwe North. The Antiamani Abrea make politics ne sans and some no. Na hello, honorable. Hello, honorable. Yeah, but what menka?
I feel them too.
Sa hypocrisy near manema ya ekosi 2008. Na me wo Ghana me to aba Okaikwe. Enti de akoba ene se de na ogina ho ma MPP no na wana mankwa bi na ese ogina ho a chese wanya favor nkofo nyina beto aba ayedai ama no all of a sudden no mampani kofo de obi de no ye foreign minister or de ne baburam se amankwa antwensan na sa nipa no enko amankwa ante ase ade no na bekoso wo ye friend sen abrante sport de ehwe ne so o ma ye free abrante sport de abehye because careful mu ho aso da bi ya o mapeje Elizabeth nsa ono na awe ne enti mama nkwankofo no di anibra ne ade ma presifo okofo woda ma edi so hia ka besi ho lord komi kra bo bia ni so na me gina ho me ya witness ama national security for kra that time on be bisa no nsem honorable ankosi hwiu wo hwe asama wo kan ya ready to your friend Ibrahim Mama me mate se ka Ibrahim Mama born wo ho no de binim ko abrochira mo ko ye course so ne ade eno yatimi a stop no but land eno de anya bi kura to no 40,000 na 4,000 no eno de ese judgment debt and this hypocrisy no wonyi ni se ese se eno na yetu ase ne ye hu bibi because party ya wa NDC party ni kura no hypocrisy wo ma ye betumi ye dey say nkofo future wo party no ma nkofo mu fi so mbeka no kura nkofo bia ye kata wo mu a MPP ni NDC mu a yetimi block nkofo bi kura say on betumi anya opposition unhu say as I saw yes ade no ho adwuma na.
Well, that is the future of the nation. You know, say you bet me in a year, just say the BBI friend discipline. About the two in discipline as I don't think brand I mean it is as then we the binum to sue say me kasa na no do but masanye makanisa because say the o si sa dan no ni omu si sa dan no wo ho ni na beya wo mu nyai so man ya da abai Ghana for beye no kwafo no mato aba atia MPP no omde NDC ni dom hama betra kunya so no dan dan ya teacher entabi ya chama ye ho I was set san nine in asini na saba abai ho far as development is concerned. As long as we're taking undue advantage of the system because we have picnic, now the idea and send them for Tanya would the Yaudu Sab and Mrakansu. The Baya Madad and India would be now by Tiapunyasu. Or you're not to be two and a more at Tisa or between whom you know. I know, dear, the engineer and young farm Macana for her. Let us say, and this is one sweet feeling. And say, Numbi, a leaders of the party, and Ghana for the 2 million urban Maya. We can assure you, we can promise you, we can let you have all the confidence there. You better bring it back the discipline here in our society to be able to correct the wrongs.
Honorable
It's going to
Medasi.
happen in this country.
Medasi. Na yewe kono wabo wasem tofa no. Efa sa Christian Council for the Honorable Sasu asem no so. Dia kakra na betimi aka fa ho.
Yes, the old nurse Sasu asem no kan no, he has said it right. From so Niho. Sasu is a lawyer, and you know on him how he will put it. The Bianco before Robi Nekokaya, then a home bet me after probably you may have said it a local language, but true. Oh yeah, judge. That's the assembly. That's our assembly for MPP who are for NDC who are and now the Bayer Jumadia. And of course, then our party be free swallow. I don't know who free swallow man and your one. But never a mamma may do. And I Jane Mensa at the one now on a gun about the electoral commissioner. Because BBA dear dance here no, HRS Jane Mensa MPP, the Oyebiano, Bosman, Sari Yebiano, said ye Bayer, your party be dear community. The Danwa party be Lusuano. Sadanwa you lose. I think that's the same way. My campaign, I am they say so at the Toso, and will ensure and make it right. And until a brave you may catch us off on and mechanic. Messi said, "I want come on tomb about MPP as some one. Mon come on to Musa, Mamun be a PM because the moment the government changes." Na Musa Shas, yes, a mobile to say the brave you Munamo Yanadia. And the Ghana be very uncomfortable for them to live.
Ana nekra de anche ya o mapia kwa mama fie.
Of course, MPP opposition almost support to MPP almost support to. So there are more MPP than Nyame Asumfo. And that is where the hypocrisy comes in. I see Mundi Muni money. Umo Obia who is the MPP for. So that Kasa Obia come Kofano at a point in the Bible. Ebra Paul church on the letters you know. Maybe or I didn't a letter to the Corinthians was saying, wait here.
Me personal.
That's my personal. They should be able to distinguish between Ebra Nyame Kasachre Omo and Ebra Omo and Kasa Party Omo to Amamo Omoji Hu Adie. And this the hypocrisy is too much. And you come on Facebook and there and opaya me a live video. I was asking we who to her. Say, and then as often as Ghana, the Christian Council, the Pentecostal Council, the Catholic Bishop Conferences, and others. No, or more discouraging people, or more Christianity are unattractive in Ghana. And I was sorry for anything. Sorry. A baby a term. And this time, yeah, districts and constituencies. And before say, Nyadi I have MY Yenisika Yen say. Mekaisa Presbyterian General Assembly. I have friend in Synod. Ecosia no. Oman Financia Green are sorry no more. Omo Green Ghana. It will issue statement at that time. Ekachra Bini said Ghana for so assassin district now
na de agufo ado ate region kuranye district region
kasa that same constitutional provision NDC no MPP the same thing I see and now me no kasa yi enoma akoso ewo Ghana man mu a Christian Council for a makasa ntimi kasa na emom ne ebema aban no a wote so sese ya ha no anya ni munya because ndimguase ya eba aban no so ne se wode emra bi ba Ghana for so omom ne so aye ndimguase it means that you didn't consider Ghana for no ansa na wode sa emra ne ye dey eba Christian Council per se omumbua MPP for na omuntimi achieve sa de no they have not thought of how ni amania or sorry money become and now look I say people cannot pay tithes. Sorry collections in now perform because it's very difficult to come by money in this country. Christian Council no asofum penifo no they are not concerned about say o Christo ni ntimi ntua tithe manyame nhira was an insaka number. They are concerned about party ni MPP because and that is the hypocritical stance of the party. I mean the Christian Council and Crawford. And more attitude and that of Susu statement. So look, it is either you do your work as a professional or you exit with the political party or support. This what we say is that Ubia or ye bibia they were how near money and it is time we stand up against that person. Said your my din and no omunye din watchna. Pastor Mensa Otabel, a bring a Bibiano in your Bible quotation who are preaching. Dollar Kosura would mean a Bible quotation to be preaching HRS and Yem Bible. Nimum a mismanagement and ne when you are preaching.
No, I can say me, son, a cabia by and once I'm going to see. I want to walk of fire.
Jayamano or no dear the not to change on Kahon cra or no dear Yanka cra. And the dollar noa now also say a bedroom 5 cities. Our NDC time. Now, no, yeah, I'm a more bonny a change. And then dollar cost 7 cities. Pastor Mensa Otabel on Kasai. Umi I'm so 2 payache into $1. And the pound, I can 9 cities over top pound. Our foreign people are 9 cities. Oh, was 8.5. So we took my now, but got at the bottom the bar. You pay 9 cities for a pound. And then to attract 7 cities per liter. In a software, the intimate go out of country and say, Plain out now the Korea moment, they need to landed for 10 days or spend this $700 million on plane the ono name entourage the pair DM in the wine and yanka. So one trip of Mampeni you are spending $1 million. And no good mean Jessica. Nemo say development but they are also another Ghana and one Mumu taxa. Yes, come find your development in Faman. As of we intimate who say, dear way, and come and penny home of country and say, oh, my fool, soon dear Bayer, Jai, the opposition in a canoe. No mum, or what me up opposition, no, say, oh, but more than a boy, mine won't to me into Nanamo. I met the so man penny. That
I say a Bonabasso, Palm Penny, why are there no Cassa ye pa?
Catcher almost great, say. Your position and change, then changing net and changing. Maybe I gina ne begina. Say, e live, you know, a buying the baba, yan san kahun. And I straightforward. But said you want one and more to me to a band of honor. O muntimi who are more san no come and penibo. Uncle Country and say, I met Suare, your kumuno. Young was in behind.
Omo man penyin who ni say journalist enra no omo ankasa di omo ye adwuma no omo kasa tia aban a no wote so ye NDC aban enne omo kasa ne achi omo di omo ba koto ye prison omo hu ni say enne dollar no enne petrol board ayeden Ghana for kasa they should be able to go out there and talk to omo penyin say tio consensus it takes two to tango nipa mienu na yes omunye consensus omundwin bom so why are they not able to go and tell them and say look the minority they cannot it makes sense or as of do they want to tell us to say minority no say nyansa bia ni etirimu ana have they not seen any wisdom in what we are saying for them to go okay so they say you know omo ba ho your position and say enya dia ibeti we are expecting them to go to Omanpenyi to talk to Omanpenyi, say Untie because the that is the next step we want to see from the Christian Council. Near Vest Omanpenyi Betie, and you are softening and judges in India. Their hypocritical stance will have to be shaping. The next time, the colors they are working for will be free. So, when you are living, don't make a sound. It's as simple as A, B, and C.
Honorable Medase, what can some be brave? But sir, I dear be having numbers over there and we. Oh, sir, why you mistake a buy yanko for can once a just bear 50 million per a month for can once a month, but then look at the way corruption 52 billion, one, nay, and million billions, but Obia sorry. And when you need say, a near me.
Sir, I don't think I was a Ghana put me Gina Omonaso. Now, more to about Emma and this year, because the only time they will get to know all these things, when a biner or supervising over corruption, or supervising over thievery, or supervising over abuse, it be free so.
Now when you need some banana moyasa or beggars a witch chanting a man for Becca Honson.
Well, you see, it's your definition of witch hunting. That will depend on your own definition. But as far as you're concerned, the right thing will have to be done. And if the right thing is being done, now be friend of witch hunting, that is your own English understanding. As long as you're the right thing, now you're victimizing will be. Yang abuse will be right. From Swa, why ye you can call it witch hunting. We will be happy to witch hunt them. Of course,
I him for Bepa Mochawa, Ombebiane to Amoa, Munya Maninka.
No bay to say, oh, to have said, Obia Bogana Chrono, and now look at a Bank of Ghana. You transferred over 50 something billion Ghana cedis a free Bank of Ghana. You name account to cry a couple two. Say, Yameya Dom, Naya Bani, it me whose account to win a cuckoo two. Nasani Pacron and Brani Dia, Osina, him for you. Sorry, about
where as the regional minister for my Yabe Pouchawa. Some will be Jamanako.
oh, many a man fans some say, if he said, as some na ye cano, a Nibrisa Sam na ye cano.
Honorable Nibrisam Namanso make you.
And into the air cat as a natural, the young country Ghana for a him for no more on so much video no. We are dear cat a quite be Munuana.
Omahu.
No more to one more, Maka Huasem.
Now, if you crown, oh, yes, I did a buy, and my journalism, journalists, if we walk Kumasi, just a ocean, sure, yeah, block on the other. Honorable and easy, me what in our Kokuma or Sporida or whatever.
That's right. It you know, said ye or moon, sana punishment in a bar, more moon. Was as simple as that. If you be answer, sir. The Yama Ghana for confidence level, across who do it. The Yama Ghana for atimi asi wɔn kwan soɔ no, we are going to do it, and nobody should dare stop our path. That is a warning.
Ne kura Saturday am say one grass go branch be shi our message awo my anything.
Nyame ya adom a I think the program nankasa is Sunday.
Okay.
Yɛbɛba ne aba ne yɛn mu aba bɛtena ase. Nti deɛ mɛtumi aka ne sɛ there are a lot yɛntumi nka wɔ afidie nso because of time.
Matthias.
Yɛntumi nka wɔ afidie nso because of a air time. I mean, no, call time ne ade. But yɛbɛhyia will be able to tell you in person. No one who see the Ghana no a ɛyɛ wo kuro no asɛ yakɔ akɔduru. Nti obi a wotie me biara no sɛ wonya berɛ a Nyame yɛ adom Sunday yɛbɛba ne na yɛde yɛn ho nkɔmmɔ. Yɛahwɛ kwan yɛbɛfa so a mo nyinaa nso mbɛtumi aboa ama abaebɔne yi a wɔte so yi yɛtumi ayi na firi ɛyɛ Ghana ɛso. Nti Nyame yɛ adom a Sunday yɛbɛhyia wɔ Glasgow.
Nyame nka ho pa na onye wakoma so ade ma na national organizer wo hwɛ no minim sɛ wanya awie nti menka sɛ minim sɛ wanya awie nti na Nyame mmoa wo no nka ho na ɔhwɛ wo so na onye wakoma so abisade ma wo. Nyame nhyira wo pa ɛbɛsan afro bi. Yo honorable Yamin yɛte ne nka no ɔde na dwenkyerɛ aba nneɛma a ɛkɔ so sɛ de yɛdi Ghana wu yɛdi Ghana bro ɛna ɔde aba no. Black Night TV sunie na no wa kansemfo amiensa Mr. Tom Bechere na dwen honorable Yosef Yami akyere na dwen the way a Ghana ye yenya atwem no e wo neema bi hu no sɛ yansesa yenye man no ene yɛsɛ no hwɛ asema no wo ka wo a wo ye leader no mampani no timi ton aban property mankofo san fa bi asem wo gisa Ghana nko na wo behu Ghana nkwa na abehu kwan a yaya e de kɔ baabi no because of say eye mampani dia no ya block entrance no asem we kwati bi wo hefa ba de make nyina no say Ghanaians mumyenyi da hypocritical life no mfiri emu yenya sa nya atwem no Ghana fo nso ya omo from ho say Christopher kwasie da wo kwa so dem a memene da ba bia wa yedin me catch no plane say tie Yesu ka asem bi ayam yensa ebia wonwene ho ose mene kwan no kra na nkwa tie mene kwan no kra na nkwa obi nkwa agya ne nkyɛn agye sɛ wonam so wobetumi ehu kwan no wobetumi ehu kwan no sɛ asɔre ye wobɛkɔ ɛyɛ na nokra no wamfa bɛrɛ no wanya nkwa sɛ wo fro steps 3 untumi ma wo na mu mfiri 1 kosi 3 is impossible anya adwuma mini kwan no kra na nkwa yemfa no kra no yenyina asofo adifo politicians obia na dwen se obedi nkontompo ebeya dan na yatumi akyekyere oman wo nkontompo mu nyame nka ho no moaye no mie ya dwene mu ne yentumi nye de eye Black Night TV sunie odifo pamaguni nyame nka ho ebesan hia bio meda ase bye bye.